when I was 11 years old. I almost got abducted 2 times. I was always lucky and I got away. I got told to not talk to strangers, to say no to strangers. I said no to the man who tried to lure me into his white van. I ran away from the same man who waited for me a couple of weeks later with his white van. And that way, fortunately, nothing ever happened to me. But other people, they are not that lucky. In the US, over 600,000 people go missing every year. So that's not a small figure. If you ever find yourself in this situation, if you're at the wrong place at the wrong time and you get kidnapped, a survival skill we call lockpicking might get you out of your misery. So for lockpicking, you need a lockpick set, which I have here. I got this from Amazon. It's a very cheap kit, which I got for $20. You get a range of different lockpicks and you get transparent locks, which is great to learn lockpicking because you're seeing what you're doing. Now, before we start lockpicking, I first want to show you what the key does to the lock. So here you can see the plug, and underneath the plug there are 5 pin stacks, and these need to be aligned to be able to open the lock. So now we are going to insert the key into the lock and watch what the pins are doing while doing that. See? Now all the pins are aligned, and this way I can open the lock. So basically, without the key, we are doing the same. For lock picking, you need some tools. First of all, you need a wrench like this here. This is a tool that you are going to insert into the front, like so, and then you want to put a little bit of tension on it. The next thing you need is some kind of pick, and I have several ones here. For example, this one is a good pick. This here is the diamond pick, but I personally prefer this one. This is the hook or the feeler pick. So next I'm going to insert the pick into the lock and try to push down these 5 pin stacks. So as you can see, I've just made a mistake. The last one, pick number 5, I have pushed down too much, and now the one thing that you need to do is to let it go and start from the beginning. As you can see, I just have picked this lock. Okay, now let's try and pick this lock here, which is quite easy to pick actually. So I'm putting a little bit of pressure on the wrench, but not too much. Okay, that's it. I've opened it. Okay, next let's try this lock here, which is a little bit more difficult because it has a pin stack which is already very low, and it's very easy to overpick this pin here. These transparent locks, they are great for beginners because you see what you're doing, and that's a great thing to go first. But later, when you're more skilled, you really should try real locks like this one here. And yeah, this is just a small security lock which you find almost everywhere on the world. So now I'm going to pick this one, and yeah, with these locks you can't cheat. open. Now if you don't have a lockpick set, it might also work with other tools, like for example women often have these bobby pins here. Okay, first I need to make a 90-degree angle. That's going to be my wrench. I'm going to insert it into the lock like so, and now I'm taking the other pin and just try to open the lock. So if you are ever, in an emergency situation and you have to open a lock, even a bobby pin might work. And yeah, if you want to challenge yourself even more, you can do it in the darkness, behind your hands, for example. Open. So yeah, there are cool ways to challenge yourself. It actually makes a lot of fun to pick locks and see if you can do it, and yeah, maybe it's a good idea to have more than one pick set. Like, you can hide these things in your shoes or in your jacket, if you ever get into the extreme situation of being locked into a room. And yeah, sometimes even, other metals that you find can make a good lockpick set. So it's really doable, it's easy to learn, even for beginners. If you have a little bit of feel in your hands, you're going to be pretty quick and opening locks in no time. So I want to thank you for watching. This was an urban survival episode. If you like it, leave me a like and maybe a comment, and stay tuned till next time. Bye.
Ist das draufgeklappt?
Warte, probieren wir es nochmal vom anderen Blickwinkel. Also du zeigst mir einfach da um die Ecken.
Um die Ecken um.
Ja genau, und okay. Genauso nehmen wir ein bisschen vorgenommen. Ich schreie noch früher, okay? Warte, geh mal zurück.
Okay, warte mal. Das war so, gell?